Hello, welcome to Metaverse Degen. I'm Lion. We have no rap today. He's currently working, but we're joined by, I guess, Toast.
Hello, I'm Atrix. I'm here again. Hi. Yee!
And we have some wonderful guests with us today, and they are. Who are you?
I'm Nicholson VR.
I am KuroKaren, the second founder of Neko Studios.
Whoa. Well, thank you both very much for joining us. It's a wonderful pleasure. So we'll ask you the same questions we start with Evroff just to get to know you. What are you known for? How'd you get started? And what got you in a VR chat?
Oh, shit. That's hard to explain. Okay, so, one of my friends literally had me play Vrchat back in 2020. I did not really play it that much in 2020 and 2021, but I fully came back in 2022 after I got a VR headset.
Oh.
But we do hardstyle animations for a living, which our community is Neko Studios.
Oh. Okay. What about you, Neko? What got you started and into the platform?
Only I got started since I saw like a bunch of animations, and ever since I started doing that, I've seen animations. I feel like I wanted to make some animations before, so when I started making the first Hardstyle animation, it was hard when I first started. After I first started, it was like hard. You have to got a lot to learn and stuff, and then since being over 3 years, animations, I've got used to it, so I kind of started making animations VR chat that I've never done before for a while.
Oh. So what got you in a VR chat too? I'm curious.
I mean, VR chat, I just hang out with people. I've been told by a bunch of friends this game on VR chat. I used to play a game called Uber Strike a long time ago, and that game got shut down in 2016. And I met my few friends back that game on VR chat that I mentioned, and that's why I saw VR chat around 2017. I mean, how many years?
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you both for explaining that. I have a seeing some of the animations that you the audience have seen in the beginning, but we also saw earlier. It actually reminds me a lot of when I first got into VR chat. I found a few worlds where I saw a lot of similar animations. It was actually one of the first things I ever saw in VR chat because a friend of mine wanted to show me VR chat when I hopped in, and I actually saw a lot of those. How many different, or actually, instead, how difficult it is to make those kinds of animations, and what goes into them?
Very difficult. It takes time for you to learn. Like it took me and Neko like a few months or a year to properly make ours to the point we got used to it. But sometimes there's certain screen effects that become our pretty much our enemies, which could easily break the whole thing, and you have no choice but to fix it manually due to Leviathan being dumb. The shader can be easy just as long you probably know how to do it without you accidentally breaking it.
Oh, so those entire animations are all with shader work, or do you use the animator? How does it work when you make them?
uh, I don't know what Neko. Can you explain that?
We use a keyframe called give us it's called give us manual keyframing. You use that, and then you just keyframe the animation. Stuff we do add in, we add screen effects like double screen effect shaders. We use Leviathan shaders, maybe extra shaders like Tommy shaders and stuff, like some like extra features, make it more like bloomy or something, maybe really good. Some shaders can't be broken this moment, because some shaders are broken, because some of them still work, some still working, and some of them are broken now, waiting for the updates, obviously. But on that, been using that little special keyframing system, that keyframe where the particles go, where the screen effect goes, all that stuff. I can let you show you a diagram on screen as well, or screenshot, how it's really hard to keyframe when you have to find the right timestamps and when the music goes to. But always good to actually learn when you first start doing stuff like that.
Mm. It must be very difficult to keyframe to the music. I remember seeing one of my friends do some keyframe animations with sound, and how do you guys do that? Like, is it like a sitting, listening to it, and then doing it again and again until it's right?
Yes,
It's
it is.
basically yeah, basically what it is you just put the audio to the Java's keyframing system. It maps the keyframe of the song, so you have a lot of waves things, like a lot of wave that tells you where the big beat comes, where the small beat comes, and you just have to listen it while you're doing keyframe because it plays back to you when you do the keyframing. So it can oh, the beat drop is this part and this part is like low drop, so you can see where the mapping is, and that's where you do like the parts what you want to do, for like screen effects or particles or what you want to do. But many people use this integration. People don't even use that integration. People just manual keyframe without using the simple tool that no one in the music saw. Make it harder for them, but that's kind of challenging for few people if they know that song really well.
It makes your life easier once you use the wave frame.
Oh, well, thank you for explaining all of that. I actually have no idea what shaders are, and well, I know what shaders are, but how to use them. I'm like an absolute idiot to most of the time. I'm not sure about you, but I can't. That stuff confuses me. Oh, so another question I have for you as well is, of the animations you've made, what have been some of your favorites and why?
Oh, Go Dumb. Go Dumb. Go Dumb is really my main favorite that I have made. Go Dumb. And my opinion of my favorite for Neko's animation is XXX I'm not gonna explain that song, but people would have to figure that song out themselves. I promise you.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to figure out a solid song because it's kind of like 18 plus music, but it's a good music. But I got a good animation on that, just like on that one.
oh, okay. So, with working with shaders and animations to make all these wonderful things that you show, what have been some of the more difficult things, and how did you overcome those difficulties?
Suffering every day just to make the animation. But, wait, what?
What have been some of the difficult things to do making animations, and how did you overcome it?
Oh, it's just the screen effects that makes it a little difficult. The rest of the things is actually quite easy, but if you actually want to make like manual modeled animating, that takes a lot of years just to do it because did half body for like humanoid model making for like manually animated keyframing it. It takes a lot of time. It's a little difficult, but yeah, I can easily manage since I used to do actual posing in MMD, like actual MMD and stuff.
Oh, what about you, Neko?
For me, it was hard when I first ever started, like first started making animations. It took me almost maybe like 1 or 2 years to get used to it, to actually find out how I'm needing to do. But since then, after it come up to like 3 or 4 years now, it's like I've got used to it, so I know what I'm doing right and what's not doing wrong with the animation keyframing.
Hmm.
Sometimes keyframe can be desynced at times, and I never notice it's desynced, but then that's when I come in and fix it if I've got a desync issue. But on that, that's basically what I've been doing lately.
Ah, so a question I have for both of you as well, on the topic of actually what you just said, is how what were your animations like when you started, and how have they changed over the course of the time you've been making them? How have you improved?
For my animations, they came out very simple. For example, my Gogo, I will try and find the video of one of my oldest animations I have made. I don't know if we still have it or not, but we can try and find it. It used to be very simple with like just very simple screen effects originally. It's just super simple stuff. Not that simple, of course, but we still weren't it. And then how our animations changed now is that we actually improved very much well. We are actually doing more screen effects during the whole animation. We have improved way too much, actually. 2025 is the big year to improve your things.
Oh, what about you, Neko?
For me, It's like when I first started, when I first ever started, I was using the basic sniper with basic laser, no screen effects back then. And then after that, since I knew about double share, they also can actually do screen effects. And then I heard about Levian can do extra screen effects. And since then, I started from basic, like what Kuro said. Like literally, I've been start basic, and then since past 2 or 3 years, I got better and better. And then we now using more effects, more screen effects, and then even getting good, better lasers and charges as well to make it more fancy, suits for the songs. And obviously, the weapons and castles like have different designs of what suits the song as well. A lot of changes and stuff. It's not always the same project, not the same prefab or anything like that. It's always different every song that we try to do.
Oh, okay. So another question I have as well is how do you guys optimize the animations and shaders so that people to like reduce draw, I guess is a way, but also show what you want? Is it difficult to like try to optimize some of these things?
Stuff is actually naturally very optimized unless you, due to the limitations, we can't really add much more stuff that could be unoptimized, but some of our stuff are actually quite very optimized naturally by default. For some reason, I don't know why.
Hmm. Okay. And I've also, based on some conversations we've had, as well as some of the what we've seen, I've noticed that there's like a castle style animation and a gun style animation. How many different types are there, and how do they differ from one another?
There's a lot of different styles, huh? Chiz? Like God,
Yeah,
Castle. There's like one that is a robot face. There's like model ones that act like castles in a way, but much more goofier. But I find it interesting though to actually like create new things and then see like new things with Hardstyle animated because we need something new once in a while. It's quite fun.
Oh, so what are what?
I have a question.
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry.
Dopey.
So when you do your animations, like for example, all of your animations are tied to your avatars. Have you ever done an animation based off like for a world instead of an avatar?
Um, we have did both. We made our animations on our avatars, and whenever we made our avatar, we put it in a world.
Oh. Now, when you do world animations, do they differ from the avatar? Or do you always kind of keep them both kind of the same in how they're styled?
we keep them the
We did.
same. We keep them the same. The only reason we're playing worlds because there's still limitations to avatars about shaders and polys and that we can't add too much or it hits the limit. So at times when we wouldn't have like a like a big bunk chunk of the animations, you put it into the world because there's no limitations on the world. So and obviously it's PC only anyway because double shaders and stuff like that is not Quest supported. So Quest users or mobile users can't see it anyway. So you have to be on the PC to see as a start. So worlds have got bigger size, we could put them on there after we finish animations on Avatar. Only reason we've got animations on Avatar because it's just showing off and previews like we do like showcase and stuff and showing animations we do for publicly because not really people just gonna go to the world to see them. So we have it on Avatar temporary, then put it into the world layer so that we can actually stay it in the world. So in case any changes happen with the Vrchat's limits again, then our avatars get like destroyed with the limitations, it will be in the world already still there. That way they just go in and have a look.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting to know. So, with that being said, what what drives you guys to make all these animations? May I ask, what makes you want to make them as much as you do?
It's a hobby. My favorite hobby to relieve stress in a way and make people happy because that's like the main thing I want to do is to make something that people like and love. I can't properly explain it because I don't know how to properly explain things, but I do it for people, not for myself or my happiness. I do it as a hobby to make people happy and to relieve stress
Ah,
because this is like the main thing that actually makes me happy.
uh-huh.
and plus not only that as well. Some people do request commissions for making animations like that, and we do get a bit of money off that commission, so that that's the little bonus for us for making stuff they requested. We make stuff, so that's something that we get a bit of profit for our work that we're doing. So like, for example, like Kuro made one of the big butterfly song, and she made that literally as a commission song, and she got a little bit of money. That's good, but they said she can expand that down the line. Basically, she makes more and more, and then she can get a bunch of commissions, and then people start offering like,
The
"Hey,
two
can you make this and
animations
make
you
that?"
saw were
Yeah.
actually also
So that
requested by Yuki.
Oh,
yeah. So there's a lot of commissions coming on soon in this year or next year as well. So it's a lot of coming planning.
oh. So, based on some of the one of the previous questions we've asked, and so you mentioned a lot of the different styles of animations there are. What ones have you tried, and what styles are your favorites? Why did you choose those as your favorites?
The only style we have tried is only Castle and Gun for now. We have not tried any new style yet. But I kind of did like a UFO one time and a big ass model. Oh, sorry, my allergies are like killing me right now.
Okay.
But yeah, we also did some
And from
UFO stuff, some spaceships. You did a pyramid, if I remember correctly, right? Where the
yeah, I did a
UFO came
pyramid
out of the
before.
pyramid.
It was a cut part of the pyramid, and I did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So, among among the memories you've had making animations and showing people, are there any that have stuck with you? Like you've shown someone and they reacted a certain way, or maybe you worked really hard in animation and then you finally got to see it finished. Are there any that have stuck? Any memories like that have stuck with you?
Yes. When it comes to some of my friends that me and Neko has shown, he also shown his friends about our animations too. And there's like, um, they mostly like the Santa Tell Me one we have made mostly because it's a 3-person collab, and everything else.
Oh,
Yeah, and some tell me why it was like only took like maybe like 2 or 3 days to make. So it was kind of a fast one for the Christmas one. It was like really
Yep.
fast animation for a free collab.
oh, okay. Do you do a lot of collabs?
We rarely do much, but me and Neko are thinking of doing another collab animation soon. Right now,
Oh,
I am actually taking a bit of a break right now from animating for a bit because because when it comes to animating, sometimes you just need to break at times. But we are
hmm.
actually thinking of making like Halloween animations.
Oh,
Yeah, Halloween's coming up, so there'll be a Halloween animation soon.
oh. Do you guys do many holiday themed animations?
Yes, we have did a few Halloween ones. I have recreated one of my Halloween ones. And I did 2 Christmas ones, which is my butterfly one requested by WolfKid4, and the collab Santa Tell Me with me, Neko, and Aquarius.
Oh. What about you, Neko? Have you made many?
Only Santa tell me I only made. I haven't made much, but I will. Well, I will be making a Halloween one
Black
this
Reaper.
month coming up, and
Black
obviously Black
Reaper.
Reaper's another one. Yeah, Black Reaper's really old, but yeah, I made the Black Reaper one too.
Oh. So, with all of these animations you're making, what kind of items are in your toolbox for creation? And how did you like develop or find those for your own use?
Um, we tend to go on a certain model page just to create like stuff to the original a lot of times. But we tend to use like old castles just and remake them a bit, like I did with the second animation I have shown you, the pink one. There's an old castle a part of it, but I have recreated it and made it look a little new. So yeah, recycling is also good, but sometimes you should also put something new on it.
Oh, okay. What about you, Neko? What kinds of things do you use?
For me, I've just been using guns and maybe like staffs and stuff. But now and then, I know I use the pre-made ones I have a long time ago. But I always try and change it up a little bit to make it more like different and more designed. But I'm still learning making like own prefabs and stuff like that, trying to work around making my own stuff. But at the moment, the one with the animation I was working on with the gun, all I did is I took some parts off the other gun and made my own gun version. That's why you see the big spinny things around the gun. So that's Restart showed you. But other than that, that's the only gun that I made so far. Other than that, I'm still working on other prefabs and other ideas I can think of. But I'm more a handheld one instead of just castles only.
Ah, okay. So, is everything you make within Unity, or do you guys use some Blender too?
I only use Blender when it comes to like certain parts I want to take off of the pieces and stuff. I had a few issues, and during one time I actually complained about a stupid tree in Blender because it was so unoptimized. Neko saw everything. But we might
it was
recreate
lazy.
that animation, but that tree was so optimized for a stupid tree. And I'm like, what? How is it
Yeah.
this unoptimized?
Yeah, the tree was literally optimized. When I used the debug avatar, it had over so many polygons. That's why people were complaining last time, like why were we lagging? So we checked. It was like, yep, it was a tree. The tree had so many polygons and was like because of the tree because it was rendering too much. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Blender stuff we need to start working on. Optimization with the FPX and stuff, and try to get more like stable balance on FPS wise now. Since these like prefabs like on Sketchfabs and stuff now, they're getting real unoptimized, so we have to start manually like compress the like polygons and stuff to make it more runnable instead of like killing people's frames.
Mm.
I recommend using Blender when you want to optimize stuff, but when it comes to stuff that is already optimized, I recommend using Unity because I have used both.
Okay. Now, when you guys got into animations, did you guys expect this kind of like optimization and checking things out initially, or was it like come to a surprise to you?
Neko?
Optimization is really hard to figure out. If someone starts lagging on when animation happens, it depends on like if they're lagging because the optimization of the avatar or because of optimization of the animation. It depends what we do. So at times when something lags or something has bad polygons, we will actually look at and say what's making the high polygons or what's making it high textures to make sure what make it performance. The person who used to lag a lot, we normally just bring them in now and then to keep checking it. Say, is that better for you? That better? So always double check if it runs better before we start make a video or put something out there to show them in a showcase that it's really optimized. It's not going to kill anyone's frames or anything. But Blender, for me, I don't like Blender because obviously I'm bad at Blender, but I have to use it anyway because that's the key word of optimization with polygons, and that's something that we always have to learn as well.
Hmm. So, what initially brought both of your interest in making animations to begin with? Was there a certain animation you saw, or is there anything like that?
Infinity! Okay, so, I don't know how Neko got into animating, but he showed me Infinity by Aqua, and I was like, I want to do this. I want this animation to myself, and I want to do animating because if it weren't for Neko showing me Hardstyle animations, I would have been interested, and I would have been here, and this community would not have been here. We did meet Aqua, and he's actually quite chill. He gave me the animation for free, and I was like very happy about it.
Oh, what about you, Neko?
For me, just been when I got into it, I only got into the animations when I've ever first went to the world. I saw like a big massive world, and I was looking at animations like, wow, I didn't see the animations could do that. It's like there was an animation called it was called the End First or something. It's like the Monster Cat music type animation, just like with like flowers and particles, all run down
Hmm.
particles. And I saw that, I was like, wow, that's something that I've never seen, and because it's using Monster Cat music, it looks really good. How you just add keyframing, a little bit of screen effects and stuff on that. And I felt like I wish I can make something into world, like I can do something like that. But the problem is when I first started, I had no clue how to keyframe, how to like keybind stuff. That's me first time learning Unity. This is before I started even making avatars. It's like I was confused. But after I met some few people and few friends, they teach me basics. Obviously, they did teach basic to Kuro as well. Then we've just been expanding and expanding with more ideas and more suggestions we can get on, and that's what we've done. We've just been building up from the start. We learned making animations all the way from
Oh.
where we are right now.
Oh. So another question I have that I like asking people who create things is how many variants of your creations do you have? How many are uploaded and not uploaded? Do you just have a bunch of half created or almost finished stuff that you moved on from? Or yeah. Are you enjoying the episode you're watching so far? Then feel free to check out the rest of the stuff we have over here in the Metaverse Degen network. We have other interviews from everyone from Vrchat staff to Vrchat and PJKT. We talked with world builders and creators. So if you want to learn more about VR and Vrchat, check it out. Also, we have a actual play podcast, Hold My L, which honestly we're just a bunch of idiots rolling dice. So if you like that kind of thing, feel free to come hang out with us over there. And if you should find any of their socials and stuff, so you can go on metaversedegen.card.co. Over on Patreon, we actually started putting the pre-show content for Hold My Ale, which like we talk about before the show, and as we all kind of start funneling into the world, getting ready. So if you want to go see that as well, feel free to go to our Patreon, which we have a few people already subscribed. We'd like to give a special thanks to Frozen, Future Oracle, Aliquum, Niche, and Forbidden Zero. Thank you very much. Funny little hint, Forbidden Zero is also the DM.
I discontinued one of my animations, so it looks a little bad. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to that animation, which is called, what is it called again? Through the Night. Oh, Through the Night. No, it was Through the Night. I want to remake Breathless at some point soon. I don't know when. But we have some animations that we tend to be scared to show because it's a little awkward. Mostly for me whenever I show them. Because I'm scared that everyone would actually hate them, and it makes me very nervous every time I show them. Because of how bad they kind of suck. I'm not even kidding. But we have a lot.
Yeah, and for me, like I say, what is only have one project I was meant to make, but I just didn't want to make it. It was with the one of the animations I was thinking of. It's called Crash Your System. It's a song by Rebellion. I was thinking about making an animation of that, but then I got so like bored to think of no ideas. I was like, yeah, I'll just scrap that. But all the rest of the animations I made from the start of the making animation, or from now, I always have it always like updated. So like for example, I put them in the worlds, leave them there. Obviously, keep them because I already finished. But then anything other new stuff I get in, I'll put in the world as well. But obviously, in the same time, any old stuff that I don't use anymore, like basically like the animations I don't continue, I just scrap that and say I'm moving to the next project that I can do. So sometimes my motivation can be 50-50, depends on the song. And most of the people now these days, like me and Kuro now, is since a new song comes out, like for example, it was like a Rebellion's remix for another person, and feel like we want to remake that animation, but a different song, but the same like beat, but different background. We remake it like part 2 or part 3 because obviously it's the same song but different type of beat. So it's like a next upgrade of that other version. So that's what we do at times as well.
So a question I have for you is, did your love of hardstyle music come first, or did the animations come first?
Hardstyle animations. Not the animations itself, but the songs.
So
yeah, the song comes first. So the song comes first. If we find the right good songs on that, then after we get the right good songs, then we do the animations after we're happy with that song. Basically, song comes first before animations. Basically.
Oh, no, I mean, like, did you enjoy the music first and then find the animations, or did you find the music because of the animations, like your enjoyment of the genre? Sorry, I didn't ask the question right.
We found the songs due to the animations, which is why we started liking them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually really awesome. May I ask, what are some of your favorite artists from the genre?
Oh, Dr. Peacock, Sepha, GPF, Rumsey Core, oh shit, there's more. I can't remember. Miss, kill shot.
D block Stefan as well. That's another one.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much for answering those things. I very much appreciate it. And so, from what you were saying earlier, you were saying that you have a hard time showing your older stuff. Um, so do you not show it often? How when you do show someone some of your older works, how do you handle that?
I get very nervous whenever I show my old works on. But I tend to be naturally calm at times. Once in a while. Once in a while? What? It depends on which friend I tend to show, which makes me more comfortable to show them.
Ah, what about you, Nicole?
For me, when I make animations, and even if it's old, sometimes I do have the old animations put into world in as old. So like right now, I have a 2023, 2024 world that's only for them animations. So since we're on 2025, obviously I have to make a new world for 2025. But at the same time, I have my old animations always archived to people to see. That way you can see when a new animation comes out, or a new world comes out with new animations, they can keep track like when I first started, when from that day and that day and that day, and then so on, and they know when I got from now. And that way, the people see the improvements. Because obviously, like I say, uploading to world, there's no issues on like the avatars. So they always have archive backup what animations are there.
Oh, okay. Thank you both for answering that. So, with that being said, my brain just absolutely dumped my thoughts. Give me a second to gather it.
Yippee!
Oh, so I would like to know how many animations have you made, and which ones are you most proud of?
I forgot the number of my animations that I made. Oops, sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like over 5. That's all I can remember is over 5. Like maybe 10 or 20, I don't remember. But the main ones I'm actually very proud of are It Will Be Okay by Sub-Zero Project. The song is requested by Yuki. Um, uh, Go Dumb by Remzi Core. Uh, those are like the main ones I'm actually proud of, actually, funny thing.
Oh, what about you, Neko?
For me, I don't know how many avatars I made with animations because I'm already lost count how many I made. I've got so many animations of all the avatars that PC got destroyed because of limitations, but I have done more than Kuro, as far as I know.
Oh, and which ones of your animations are you most proud of?
For me, I don't know which ones are proud because at times I make animations that's more enjoyable for other people, but at times always a good one I've done is the Christmas one I did because like I did so well, how I had to speed that up for like over 2 days before we give it to another person to finish it off. But as far as I know, the Santa's Tell Me was one of the best ones I did. That was the fast collab, basically, because that's the fastest one I did. Back in the collabs I used to do before, it took me almost like me few days or few weeks to actually finish it. When that's one of the best ones that are fastest.
Oh, okay. And in your times learning to make animations, what have been some of the best advice you've received in terms of creating and doing what you do?
Advice, more like, we allowed ourselves to get critiqued by like super strict people, which made us actually a lot more better. But we did get some advice to actually put certain things in the animation and change up the lasers and stuff.
Oh, have you? What are some of the stuff? Some good advice you've received, Neko?
For me, advice for me when I first started, I said just do not speed it. Last time I do animations, I used to do like every like 10 minutes, and I felt, oh, 10 minutes it was done. But that's not how you make animations. So I've been told to slow it down and take your time. So I've been doing that a lot. And then for that Christmas one, I did have to speed it up because it was only like short parts. But at the same time, that's what I've been told. Just slow down with the animations and like make sure like don't rush it. You could have plenty of time to upload it. Basically, what they're saying to me. What many people said to me.
Okay, so I have a question for both of you. Each of are separate, but the first one will be for beef on something you said, Kiro. Allowing yourself to be critiqued. How is that an important part of the creation process? And how did you learn to like finally take criticism? It could be for both of you as well.
I took criticism very well, and it actually helped me. Cat, sorry, my cat's on my mouse area. It helped me a lot, but Neko was a little difficult when getting criticized. I will expose that right here, right now.
I don't think you're talking about. Okay.
How important taking criticism is it for the creation process, and why was that some of the something you mentioned in terms of like the best advice?
Best advice?
Well, like why is that an important part of the creation process, and why was that some of the best advice? How did you like learn to take better criticism?
Some people say that at times when we first started, when we first started, we'd ask us just do it like through slowly and learn stuff. And at times, that people do show their animations to front of us, like actually front us what they make, so it gives ideas like we can do. And actually, like what Kuro said recently about getting like get more screen effects and stuff, because many people say put more screen effects, more screen shakes and stuff like that actually syncs the music. So we've been getting advice from people outside Neko Studios that actually tell us like we need more of this that will track people. So we got advice from people, and we got criticism from that well that people tell that stuff. And that's how we've been modifying a lot more. So we've been adding more stuff and obviously expanding to 2025. So we've been adding a lot more screen effects, more like weapons and all sorts of stuff, getting more expanding.
Okay, and and your bit you mentioned Neko, that the slowing down was something you had to work on. Is that an easy thing to do, learning to slow down your process generally, or why is it you want to go faster? Ask.
Some people say that when I used to do things fast, like 10 minutes or 20 minutes of animation, when it's not feel right, because obviously we do 10 minutes and 20 minutes of work. If they're like, oh, you just rush a project, it's not finished properly. People say that slow it down because it's not meant to be that fast. You should like actually think ideas, what you should have in, what keyframing you need to put in, instead of just rush the whole project. At times when I first started, I rushed all my projects back then, and then to be honest, all the old projects back then it was fully rushed, and I did not like it because obviously after the changes that I've been told, just do it slowly and take your time. Because when I do that, it's more comfortable in me to focus more. When I'm more focusing more, then I can get the actual perfect instead of just rushing in one day. That if it makes sense for like wonder if people understand how animations work, do not rush it in one day. Take some days to get it finished instead of pushing it.
Okay. So within both of your animations, everything you made, is there certain pieces that you enjoy adding to an animation more, certain effects or screen shakes or anything is certain you like adding? Why?
Oh, epilepsy.
Yeah,
I'm joking,
some
I'm
people.
joking.
Yeah, some people. No, it's true though. So sometimes people get epilepsy. At times we do need to warn them before we start them. Sometimes people put warnings on the screen to say it's epilepsy, and that warns them. But some people don't put that on. But at times, some people don't just say, "Oh, you got epilepsy," or not having the no to ask it. So what we think of doing down the line is 2025, because I've been talking to so many people recently, like this year, that people liked animations and Hardstyles and stuff. And like met like 5 people now from the outside the group that likes it, and they some of them don't have epilepsy, some do. So that I say like, well, we have to change our stuff up. So I think we need to do now is we're gonna put our logo first, then put an epilepsy warning before we fire the animation because now again people who have epilepsies now. So now we need to take that cautious now.
I
And since that
know.
since now Vrchat doesn't have an integration like screen effects or epilepsy warning, that I would love to Vrchat have that little integration they upload avatars might help people save people's lives from epilepsy, but they don't have that little integration on the option when you upload, so it means it harder for us to say, hey, have you got epilepsy? Or the animation blasts it off after epilepsy go off. Does that make sense? So if Vrchat done that little integration, it will help most of the people hide any epilepsy avatars because it's part of the filter.
So you would like to see them add on a feature to filter out those kinds of things so people can not see it.
Yeah.
It makes it help. It will help them. Yes, it help them because I mean people complain like, oh, this world has epilepsy and stuff. But the thing is, even if there's no message or there is a message and they missed the message before the animation blasted, it's like we get blamed something we haven't done. If we blast an animation in a private world with a friend who's not got epilepsy, when the epilepsy comes in and complain, and so many people just block you or mute you and think that it's just our fault, just give me epilepsy, when it's not our fault when they come in the world, in the epilepsy world, and then you saw it and blaming us. So I would love Vrchat have a little epilepsy, like a toggle. That way we have a filter for people in Vrchat. If they have epilepsy, you just toggle that on. We'll hide every avatar say epilepsy, or just say a message, epilepsy avatar. So it will not just toggle on unless you turn that option off. It will save people's lives because there's a lot of people who passed away and stuff with epilepsies and stuff, and it's unfair on them.
Oh, I had no idea that was an issue before.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that happening. I've seen a lot of people getting a panic attack and stuff when they see epilepsy. I've seen that all happen in the public lobbies back then. That's why we're doing it on private worlds, but then people coming into private worlds, it's more problems because we don't know if they have epilepsy or not. It's that they just come in an empty world and see stuff, basically.
Oh, so another question I have for you is, over the period of time that Vrchat's made updates, how much has the animations you made changed with the updates, maybe with the game engines or restrictions they put in? Has they changed a lot or they stayed relatively the same?
We have no choice but to lessen it when it comes to like too much. Every time I wanted to put a lot more than just like a little bit of things, I was forced to take them back off because on one of my butterfly animation was supposed to have 2 models crying, looking like statues, because that was like my idea originally. But then due to that happening, I had no choice but to take them away, and I was very upset.
Oh.
Yeah, the limitation of Vrchat was a bit weird how you do it. When you add something in, it's like add something in. Yeah, but this would be good for animations, but then obviously the SDK say like, oh, we can't add it in because you've got high polygons or you high memory or high this. It's like they'll stop you uploading. So back then, before the limitations came as a thing, before they came as a thing, like down to 200 megabytes, but may change down the line, you never know. But since then, when it used to be like 500 megabytes, we're able to upload like 5 or 10 animations in one avatar with no issues. That was really good because it barely could get 5 or 10 in. But since now the limitations hit us from 200 megabytes, it might change down the line, make it more harder for us now. If it does, since that's happening, we only get fit like 3 or 1 animation. Depends what we're making on per avatar. Unless you attach it to the world. When you attach to the world, there's no limitations. But like I say, many people on Quest or phones can't join the world to see it because they're mobiles and not a PC user. So it's unfair of them to see stuff. That's why we do recording on videos and showing their previews like this is what we do, this is what we make, so that at least they can see it on the phone, on the video, like, oh, you make these stuff, instead of get them to get a PC to do it because it's kind of unfair other people can't see stuff. I would love to Quest to see stuff like that, but since the Quest and mobile, they still have limitations. They're not going to be see like shaders like that at all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask the last couple of questions before we start wrapping up. First of which is the names used in Vrchat. Where did they come from, and why do you use them?
Mine came from my ex. which I'm not supposed to really talk about.
Ah.
Kuro as in black in Japanese, and then Karen because I used to like the model Karen. I was a very obsessive Karen main until I saw Seo and Irie, and then I became a huge obsessed with both of those models.
Ah. Okay. What about you, Neko? Ooh.
I got my name from Kuro because obviously it's Nico's more cat, Soon's more like Kitsune, and reason why I got that name because it's like obviously cat slash fox at the same time, but at the same time is I used to like just like sometimes I make avatars with bit of like Nico in it and bit of like fox in it as well. It's like 50-50 in that times.
Hmm.
Depends on what I've used. But since I got into Karen avatars, because of Kuro got me into Karen avatars, then and now I got into now got into now obviously chocolate now. So since then I've been doing like I say 50-50 at now and then now.
Oh, you're a femboy. Ah.
No.
The last question I have is the avatars you're using. Why'd you choose them? Why do you use them? Is there anything about it that means anything to you?
This model, CL, I love her a lot. She is very much my comfort model. I love her a lot. She is the best model that has ever been made by Chocolate Rice. And Chocolate Rice is the best. I love Chocolate Rice in their outfits. Their outfits are they're amazing. I promise you. They're good. So yeah, CEO is mostly my main comfort model when it comes to being here. Literally. Okay, so this is like my version 15. I have like over 15 COs.
Damn. Oh. What about you, Neko?
For me, only reason why I use this avatar because I used to use the Karen avatar a lot, and I still use it because obviously I own it. But the thing is that I don't really use this avatar that I got because the Karen avatar doesn't have a good face tracking on desktop and stuff, and it's like it's a bit scuffy a little bit. So I've been using chocolate more.
Hmm.
So I've been having problems. I've been using that more because obviously it's got better tracking. So since I've been using that more than Karen at the moment, but my main was to be the Karen avatar. You might see it on the Vrchat Legends, my picture of me using the Karen avatar, my actual color themed and everything.
Ah. Well, thank you both so very much for allowing us to get to know you and hear your story. It's been an absolute amazing opportunity, so thank you so very much.
You're welcome. We appreciate being here.
No. And if anyone in the audience wishes to reach out and find you, where would they go?
Um, ah, YouTube, Discord, TikTok. We might actually make a TikTok for that. Maybe a Twitch for the community. Maybe. I will have to talk about it with him though. So yeah.
We know we got YouTube, we know we got Discord, we know that, and we got a Vrchat group as well. That we got that. So the only three things we have right now, but down the line we will have like Twitch and stuff down the line.
Oh,
We're just expanding.
okay.
We also have our individual stuff, which is TikTok, Instagram. I do not use X, but I use Blue Sky for my individual stuff. Discord, Vrchat groups. What else again? YouTube.
Oh, well, we'll make sure we
For
have.
me, I use I use everything. Only thing is stuff to me. Every Google uses, I still use X now and then, but don't hardly use it. But still on there now and then. But I mean, also I have Blue Sky and stuff like that.
Oh. Well, we'll make sure I have all those links in there for you to find and click if you're interested. Please go down to the YouTube, down in the video description or podcast description. We'll have all those links for you to click in the same easy place for you to go find them and all their animations. And hopefully, Future Line has edited clips and stuff of the animations that we saw earlier, so you can see what stuff they're doing, so you can see it too. And this is the point where I'll ask you, the audience, a question before we start wrapping up. The first of which is, when you first got into VR or gaming, if you don't play, what are the first big memories or things you've seen? To be honest, the first thing I remember not sure about you, but some friends of mine from I've met at Vrchat, I'm still friends with today, actually pulled me to see a bunch of music animations, like the ones Neko and Kuro here make. And we went to a world. I don't remember the name of the world, but he showed me a bunch of animations, and he took me to a bunch of places, both stuff that Mochi makes uh, and a whole bunch of stuff like that that I remember seeing. It was like the first time I actually experienced VR chat was being pulled around to worlds. You have any?
Oh, I like Steps of the Campanula. Yeah, it's by the same person who made what is that called? Beyond the Bit. Before they made Beyond the Bit. I like that one. I remember that one. Yeah.
Well, with that said, we love to read all about your experiences in gaming or VR chat. Please put it down below. We always enjoy reading and seeing those. And the last bit is a very Raptor thing, is we would always close with some sort of like positive message or advice. So I'll say this: enjoy the journey. A lot of the time in life, you kind of want to end up at the end goal so bad, just get to the thing, get to the thing, get to the thing. But sometimes the journey you go to get to the thing is just as important as the thing itself. Because a lot of the time, the journey to get to it helps you enjoy and understand the thing itself. At least that's what I think. So enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. The process is important.
So wow, very profound, very wise. Wow.
Raptors rubbed off on me. That's something he wanted to do, is close all these with that kind of thing or something funny. So, I'm going to keep it going. So everybody, see the Metaverse. Have a good day. Bye-bye.